Thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. It's 6:15 in the morning on this lovely Thursday morning here in Kingston, Jamaica. That means it's a time that you cannot match, because ain't nobody gonna match my teak. Nobody gonna match my teak.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I like that one. I like that one. I noticed there's a theme that you've been going with lately.
Oh,
but, you know,
yeah.
We're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone.
I didn't notice, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Started last week with free.
Yes.
K.
Yeah. Anyway, it's okay. It's all right. It's all good.
Don't worry.
You remember, I think it was the day before yesterday, you said a saying that Yendi didn't know.
Yes, you did.
What was that saying
Which
again?
one was it?
I don't remember,
man.
but I just wanted to know that no one on YouTube had any idea what Dennis was talking about.
Exactly.
I went through the comments, comment by comment. One person said she asked her, must be her mother or her grandmother was the only person who knew the saying. I cannot remember what the saying was.
You said, oh gosh, it can't even ring a bell because it was just completely unfamiliar. Monkey and bell, monkey ring bell.
Where you get monkey church bell and ring it?
Something like that. Nobody's ever heard of it, Dennis. Just you. All right, let's go. You're the only one on the island.
Seriously?
Here, Dennis, while we're at it, just take this church bell and ring it. Ring, going.
Well, now you know, and knowing's half the battle.
But we still don't know what it means.
Amen. But anywho, so thank you, YouTube, for confirming that Dennis won, and all the grandparents, good morning. You and Dennis alone know that one day. All right, so first up, Papine High School opens greenhouse to boost agriculture education. Papine High School in St. Andrew launched a new greenhouse on Wednesday aimed at producing crops, generating income, and supporting agricultural education for local schools. The 30-foot by 50-foot greenhouse, funded by a $25,000 grant from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, features a hydroponic system that grows plants using nutrient-rich water. Principal Leighton Christie emphasized the project's goal of providing hands-on experience for students and creating job opportunities for youth. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green encouraged students to explore careers in agriculture, noting its potential for significant income. He also stressed the need for modern farming techniques to adapt to climate change, and the initiative will help Papine High expand its agricultural production, equip students with skills for the evolving sector.
I think this is fantastic.
This is a good story. I think it is good. I mean, I wasn't aware of it before, but the truth is that, one, I like this whole new face of food initiative that the minister and the ministry is advancing, that we need to make agriculture and agricultural science relevant to the current generation, and modern technology. The concept of a farmer is changing, and I like it, and I like that it's relevant to them. I did agricultural science as my practical subject. We all had to do a practical subject. I chose, I think, because it was a science as well. And, you know, I think that it is important for students, especially in an economy that has an agricultural foundation. Correct. We need to have this as the next frontier of agriculture in Jamaica.
What I like as well is I vividly remember that in my daughter's grade 6 curriculum for social studies, they learned about hydroponics.
Hydroponics, okay.
And so when I see this now,
grade 6
I look
curriculum?
at
Sorry, I'm just preparing my head.
Yeah, grade 6 curriculum, get ready.
Grade 6
but when I see this now, that, okay, so then you matriculate into high school, and what you learned in grade 6 can now be applied in a real way, and they can see that hydroponics can be an excellent solution to a response in climate change. I'm just like, yes for this, because it means that we're moving in an excellent direction. This is exciting stuff.
Another thing that I love is, of course, students want to know that I'm going to make money. Let's keep it real. You want to do something and know, say, listen, we can buy my house and we can buy my car. And I think that this is a practical way of saying it's not just, oh, agriculture is, you know, something that you're going to struggle and you can see the fruit of your labor financially as well. I think it's a great initiative, and I hope more schools adopt it.
Let me just say this. Just drive go St. Elizabeth and look how much big house you see. And St. Elizabeth is the parish
the
of
basket.
agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next one in keeping with the theme of fun facts about the king of reggae. As we celebrate what would have been Bob Marley's 80th birthday today, here are some fun facts that you may or may not have known about the king of reggae. So first up, Bob Marley wasn't born with the name that the world knows him by. His birth name was actually Nestor Robert Marley, but as fate would have it, a Jamaican passport official decided to switch his first and middle names, an unintentional twist in the making of a legend. Born to a white father and a black mother, Marley experienced his share of challenges growing up, even facing racial prejudice. He was often called white boy by his neighbors, but he later used his mixed heritage to bridge cultural divides in his music and activism. Marley claimed to be able to read palms as a child and accurately predicted the futures of friends and neighbors before becoming a musical sensation. Didn't know that. Despite passing away in 1981, Marley's influence is still felt today. In 2024, he earned $34 million US, landing him as the 7th highest paid deceased celebrity on Forbes' list. And he holds the record for the longest consecutive run at #1 on the Billboard Reggae Albums charts with an impressive 178 weeks with his album Legend. That remains the best-selling reggae album of all time, solidifying his position as the genre's most influential figure. Even in the present day, he's still winning with the recent Grammy win for the One Love movie soundtrack. Him still a win. I him still a win. Hey, I him still a win. Yeah, I didn't know that. Let me read your palm now. Let me see if I have any of Bob's. I see success.
Oh.
I see money.
Whoa.
I eat that. That's all.
All right,
You
I'll take it.
You could have read that on her face,
It's
though.
true. This is true. This is true.
Because you know what the money resides.
Hey.
No, but seriously, I think that there are so many different facets to the story that is Bob. You know, I heard that name thing for the first time this morning, and was like, okay, didn't know about that. I must have missed that in the whole biography. But what I do love is in the One Love movie, I love the way they treated his biraciality, if you want to call it that, as a biracial person struggling for identity in a black society. And the way that it all came together, I don't want to give any spoilers for anybody who still hasn't seen the movie. But, you know, and the way it was resolved, the whole cane piece motif in it, I just thought it was brilliant and beautiful. And, you know, I never thought about his struggle for identity and the whole issue of identity politics in the context of the music. I thought it was, like, really brilliant. I mean, you know, you heard about his father and the story of, you know, growing up the way he did, but to see it put into film, I think it was really brilliant.
And then obviously what to also put into context, the time.
Exactly.
The time within which this was happening was a very interesting time for the civil rights movements, for the world in trying to, you know, separate and segregate people and people fighting for integration. So that would have also shaped a big part of who he was.
Most definitely.
You know what jumped out at me?
Tell me.
Anybody working at registering children and the beggar do, nobody mix up their name.
No, but I mean,
I understand this was an okay mistake, but generally speaking, don't mix up their names.
Jamaica is known for...
I know. There are people to this day who have, like,
misspelled names.
But I'm convinced mine is, because my name has an unnecessary P. My name is Phillipps. What an extra P for? Phillips. Like, and I'm sure somebody made a mistake somewhere.
Or maybe it was originally supposed to be...
Just stayed with us.
Remember...
From the Philippines, Philippi?
No, like Phipps. Well, maybe Phipps was a misspelling, because there's the...
Maybe I left
Phipps
out
is
the
a misspelling. Yeah? Where's that? The person said it fast.
Phipps.
Yeah, where's that Phipps? There you go, you know.
It happened. I actually know of a family. Oh, go ahead.
I know a brother who named Davies and all of his other siblings named Davis.
I know of someone whose name is Tai, T-A-I. His entire family is T-A-I, but he's T-I-E.
See it there? Judge.
That was the obvious one.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
And then you have to live with it for the rest of your life.
And
But
then
anyway.
it stays for generations.
Yeah.
But the truth is that, in their defense, there are a lot of people who come and can't spell a particular name that they desire, and it's the same one. I have to fix it.
Yeah.
So
Fair
some
enough.
of the time they take poetic license
Fair
and
enough.
they don't always get it right.
I mean, we can't phonics.
And that me name after my father.
Right?
Just spell it like how
How
he
many
spell
N's?
it. 2.
Okay.
For the checks. 2.
Thank you so much, Cheeks. Appreciate you always. All right, it's time for us to take a break, but when we return, we have a very special guest on the line for a special sunrise wake-up call.
Hello.
Is the guest
Good
there?
morning.
Be sure to
Hello.
stay with us. That guest will be with us.
And your best friend